online at www.theshakeupam.com.
All right, it is the Shake Up. Alex the Great.
Yours truly, MJ.
All right, what happened in Fort Worth, Texas, MJ?
Okay, so a woman called the police because her son was choked, and she actually gets arrested instead.
What the hell?
You know what's funny is I talked to somebody personally who actually lives in Fort Worth, Texas. So before this went viral, he told me about it. And he was like, I know, this girl, like the girls who got arrested, the sisters, I know them. And I was like, oh, so I went to see the video, and I instantly got pissed off, and I knew this was going to go viral. Like, I knew it was going to be a big thing. So, the video of the arrest was posted on Facebook Wednesday night and has already been viewed more than 1 million times. Jacqueline Craig, 46, is seen on the video telling the arriving officer about the man she says put hands on her 7-year-old son. Craig told the officer that the man claims her son had littered and not picked up the trash. Craig can be heard saying that the man had no right to grab or choke her son because he threw paper. So the unidentified officer then responds, "Why don't you teach your son not to litter?" Clear my throat.
Excuse me?
Because I be getting mad. So I'm just...
Excuse
From there,
me, though?
things went down.
The hell you talking about, bro?
Things went quickly.
Hell you
went down.
talking about?
Okay.
All right.
Shut the hell up. Craig continued to insist that whether her son littered or not, it still doesn't give the right for anyone to put hands on him, let alone an adult. The officer then asked Craig why was she yelling and threatened to take her to jail if she didn't stop. Another woman, Bria Hyman, intervened to lead Craig away from the officer. That's when the officer can be seen grabbing Hyman and pulling out his taser. It's unclear if it was actually deployed, but Hyman falls to the ground. The officer then moves to Craig and arrests her while pointing the taser in Hyman's direction. He then walks both Craig and Hyman in handcuffs to his squad car. The Fort Worth Police Department tweeted out this statement. That's crazy that they tweeted out this statement. That's the new world we live in. They tweeted out the statement Thursday morning that says Internal Affairs has begun an investigation into the video and the incident. Okay, so here's my thing. Let me tell you my thoughts. So,
Take your
for
time,
one,
sister.
right, because my pits are tingling just because I got mad that quick.
Take your time,
Let me
sister,
tell
take
you
your
how,
time.
in a different life, in a different world, how I would have handled this situation. Because of the state that this country is in right now, for one, I'm not calling the police. I don't trust the police. I'm not calling the police. And this is a prime example of why. I
You
call
sound
the
like me.
police to get arrested. Why? What are the police going to do? The police are not here to help black people. And I don't care if it's a black police officer. Mind you, I didn't say white police officers. I said the police.
Yeah,
Which
and
meaning
be
most-
clear.
and I know
Wait. I know, but I'm gonna
I know
let you
it's not
finish.
all of
I want you
them.
to be clear though, because people troll
People
me
think
every time I say
People
that.
think that.
I'm not talking about white police officers
talking
only.
about police
This is
officers
not a
in
white
general.
issue. There is a problem, a fundamental problem
With
the way
officers.
that police officers, blue, a color that you were not born, a color that you choose to put on, a color that you put on your back and then assume a new responsibility and a new world order, and a color that is a problem for people that look like me.
I don't know what
I
kind
want to
of
make that
complex
extremely
they
clear.
have.
I'm going to let you finish because I'm trying not to get pissed off before Christmas. So I'm going to let you finish.
Again, I don't care if it's a white police officer, black police officer, Latino. I don't care. Police. This is a prime example of why I feel like I'm not calling them. Like, honestly, we never know what the situation... Now, mind you, I know I have to make this disclaimer every time a situation happens like this, just so y'all know. I know every police officer is not the same. I know all of them don't have this intent or this complex about them. I do know that. But I'm sorry, they don't walk around with a sign on their head that says, I'm not that kind, or I'm not that one, or I'm not racist, or I'm not prejudiced, or I'm actually going to do my job the way I'm supposed to. They don't have signs, okay? I can't cipher who is who. I have no way of doing that. We as people of color, we don't know how a situation is going to end. So us calling the police, like, what exactly did you do? One thing, this police has some damn nerve. You are really sitting here trying to justify this man's actions against my child? Bruh, for one, I already know me and myself. That's why, one, I'm not calling the police. I would have beat his ass as soon as he said that. For one, I'm not calling the police because anybody put their damn hands on my child, I'm beating your ass on sight. Like, I'm not calling the police. I don't need to call the police. I don't need to talk. I don't need the police to come do anything because what you gonna get, what you will receive is these hands. You can call the police. I'm not calling the police because I'm going to beat your ass. You put your hands on my child. We're not going to tell the teacher because that's exactly what's going on. You went and told the teacher. The teacher in this case is the police. And the police is really trying to justify what you did. Well, why did you teach your son to litter? Who the hell you talking to, bro? Why didn't I teach my son not to litter? For one, I do teach my son not to litter, but this is a child, a 7-year-old child. Just like we teach our kids all kind of things in life. Guess what? They don't listen all the time because kids are kids, and that's what kids do. Bad as hell. You think my mama played that? My mama did not. Adrian does not play any games. Did that stop me from being bad as hell when I was younger? No. Did she cut my ass every time I acted up? Yes. I was disciplined the way I was supposed to. That didn't stop me from doing what I did as a child. Do you think that this will justify his actions, though? You put your hands on my child? Bro, you gotta lose your life. You got to. Like, I'm gonna whoop your ass, for one. I wouldn't have called the police.
Then we all come in to whoop it as well.
And the thing is,
I'm rallying the community. Now we are all coming because now you got all y'all got to get your ass whooped. How about your whole squad? The entire force. Fort Worth Police Department. Guess what? Ass whoopings all the way down the line.
I'm handing them out. But I couldn't believe, like, when I watched the video, I couldn't believe what the officer said. Like, I actually had to circle back. I had to rewind it and turn my phone up, and I had to actually put my phone, like, I can see what he said. I need to put my phone to my ear to make sure I heard him say it right. So he said, why not? Why, are you saying why? Like, why wasn't it okay for him to put his hands on my child? Bro, what if somebody put their hands on your child? The thing is, let's be very clear.
Let's go back to it, though. Let's let it happen. Let it happen on the other side.
Let's be very clear.
Let it happen on the other side, though. Let it happen on the other side.
Let's be very clear about what this is. He doesn't have a problem with that man putting his hands on that child because he's racist. That's exactly what this is. And I don't care. I don't want to hear anybody's rebuttal about if you think it's different. That's exactly what it is. Because there's no way that he thought that was okay. You don't know this man. If he had a child and somebody and this was the same scenario, the tables were turned. There's no way that you would let somebody justify them especially a stranger, putting their hands on your child.
Not only do you not know this man, not only do you not know this man, though, you don't know this child.
This was a racist police officer. So while Fort Worth Police Department put out this statement, I feel like I already know how this situation is going to be handled because they went ahead and say, from first glance, this video seems like this, seems like that. Bruh, stop playing with me. This video is exactly what it is. You hear him plain as day trying to justify why it was okay for this random strange ass white man to put his hands on this child. But y'all want us to call the police. But y'all want us to have a good relationship with the police. I'm not calling police. I'm not calling the police. I'm not. We don't know how it's going to end up. Why would I call the police? When people ask me, well, why wouldn't you call the police? I'll just tell them to refer to the story. Because this is what happens. And because, like I said, they don't walk around with signs to let us know who's the good cop and the bad cop, I don't know. So why we take our chances? White people ain't around scared when they get pulled over or calling the police, not knowing what the hell gonna go on.
Never happened.
This woman called the police and trusting in the police to actually serve and protect like they're supposed to do. Just, call them just to do their job. And this is what happens. And I want to make something clear. Yelling isn't illegal. I can't stand to hear a police officer say or want to arrest somebody because somebody is yelling or cursing at them. I'm sorry, that's not illegal. I didn't know if y'all knew, but it's not.
I'm gonna say this.
I'm not calling the police. I'm gonna
say
just make that clear. And this is exactly why.
This is
I'm not
why
calling the police.
we don't call the police. All right. We're gonna leave that at that because this continues next year. We'll continue to have these types of conversations
right
here
in
on
tell
this
y'all,
show.
Like Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays and stuff. Yeah, y'all. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays and stuff. Okay?
All of that.
If that's going to do it for us today.
That's going to do it for us.
If you missed any of today's show, you can catch it again today from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. We're also on demand. Download Stitcher. Search for Shake Up. We're on your podcast and tune in after. You can search for the Shake Up there, and we're on demand in our very own app on Google Play for Androids, the App Store for iPhones. You can listen live, watch live, listen